right, problem number 5 says, Biff's pet is tied to the corner of a square shed measuring 6 meters on each side. The rope is 8 meters long. The area outside the shed over which the pet can wander is n times pi, square meters. And they ask, find the whole number n. All right, so a hint. Let me start with a hint. Let me pick up a pen. And I guess the hint I would have is, first of all, draw a picture. Draw a picture of what this thing looks like. You know, we have a shed. Let me see if I can draw a decently square shed. I'm not very good at this pen yet, so all right, that's not great. But actually, you know what I can do? I can select this, and I can say convert shape to square. Look at that. All right, so there we go. There's this nice square shed. Now, this is going to be dangerous because, like I said, I'm not real good at this pen yet. But we have a pet tied to this shed by an 8-meter long rope. And so we can, okay, so he's tied to the corner of the shed. I can draw a little point here. And obviously the maximum length of the, the maximum is when this rope is going to be completely stretched out. So the rope is 8 meters long, and the side of the shed is 6 meters. And it's 6 meters over here too. Okay? And so we want to find what the area is that this pet can wander. Okay? And okay, I'm still giving you a hint. So my first hint would be to draw a picture of what you're doing, and then imagine what would happen if this pet is wandering around outside the shed at full length, at full extension of its rope. So can I draw a little pet down here? Let's see, little legs, a tail. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the pet's wandering around. So imagine what's going to happen as he's wandering around, and what's going to happen too when he gets over here to the edge of the shed. What's going to happen? And over here too, he gets to the edge of the shed. He's at the full extension of his rope, and what's going to happen? Okay. So use your imagination and draw a picture. That's my hint for you. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to, if you want to work on it some more. But here's the solution. The other thing you need to know is, well, let's see. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit here and give us a little more room to work. Okay, so I said use your imagination. What's going to happen to this pet as he's walking around the shed at the full extension of his rope? Okay, and this is going to be dangerous because as you can imagine, this rope is acting like the radius of a circle, because as he wanders around, when he gets over here, he's still going to be at 8 meters. I don't know if I've drawn that quite right. He's still going to be at 8 meters from the pivot point here, from the corner. So essentially he's going to be tracing a circle, and this is dangerous, but anyway, you can imagine a circle as he's walking around this shed. Okay, actually he's going to be a little bit closer there. That's not a very good circle. Like I said, I'm getting used to this pen. Okay, and then when he hits the shed, when the rope is lined up with the shed, he's still going to be 2 meters beyond the shed on the rope, right? So in the same way, when he's up here and the rope is lined up with the edge of the shed, he's still going to be 2 meters beyond the shed. Okay? So here, okay, this is supposed to be a circle. So imagine this circle. I think I can make a better circle that the pet is tracing out, and it's got a radius of 8 meters. But then when he gets to the edge, he can't go any well, he can't go any he's going to be constrained now by this corner, okay? But he can still go further, but now he's going to be tracing a little arc here and a little arc here. So I should say semicircle, or it's not even a semicircle, a quarter circle here and a quarter circle here. And what we have here is 3/4 of a circle, right? Because if the shed wasn't in the way, we could go all the way around in a complete circle. But we get constrained by the edges of the shed. So what we have is 3/4 of a circle with a radius of 8 meters, and we have these two little quarter circles with radius of 2 meters. And if you know the formula for the area of a circle, so the area of a full circle is pi r squared, where r is the radius, okay? That's a full circle, but we don't have a full circle here. We have 3/4 of a circle with a radius of 8, and we have two little quarter circles with a radius of 2. So let me just write this. This is for a full circle, okay? This is just something that you should know, okay? I'm going to assume you know that. That's an important formula to know. But given the fact that we don't have a full circle, let's figure out what the area of our, the area that the pet is working within. Let's figure out what that is. So we have 3/4 of a circle times pi times 8 squared, okay, because we have the radius is 8 and we have 3/4 of a circle. And then we have to add in these two little quarter circles, okay? So you can take two quarter circles and make a half a circle. So I'm actually going to write this as 1/2, right? Because we have a quarter circle here. They both have a radius of 2. So that's 1/2 times pi times 2 squared, okay? So let's add that up and see what we get. 8 squared is 64, and if we divide 64 by 4 and multiply by 3, we'll get 48 pi, okay? And here we have 4 divided by 2, so here we get 2 pi, alright? And if we add 48 pi and 2 pi, we get 50 pi. So that is the area that the pet can wander within, is 50 pi. And that would be in square meters. But they're actually asking for, they say that the pet can wander n pi square meters, and so it's saying find n. So the answer that they're looking for in this case is actually 50. So 50 pi square meters is the area, and so n is 50. All right, there you go.